So I'm taking a break from the other side today. I've come to work on this center portion here. Now, since I need to clean up this platyphylum here, it's so overgrown. You can see it's fallen down in the center. So I thought I might as well give this whole thing a revamp. Since I'm taking a break from the other side, I need to stay away from it so I can get some ideas. And you know how that is when you look at something too long, you're not sure what to do. So anyway, so this is what I'm thinking of doing here. I'm going to make this curve proper here on this end. Reuse some of the things that are here. Take out that center thing. And I was thinking of putting some kind of art here in the center to just like sort of stand up here in the center, have a bit of height. But I'll still think on that if I get to it. But for now, let me start cleaning up this portion. Yeah, these have just gotten way too big. I can reuse them. I did already take cuttings and use it on the other side, but it's just, this is just too much. I need to distribute it everywhere. It looks quite good actually, but now this one's overgrown. That's why it's flopped over in the center and it looks terrible. I can reset it even, but I don't want it here. I've got other spaces that I can use it in. I might take some to the back garden as well. Yeah, this is like a breeding ground for the snails as well because it's so big. It just rained now and everything's so wet. The sun's come out again for a short while, and I thought I might as well come quickly, try and tackle this. Hopefully while doing this I'll get some ideas for the other side. So next I'm going to do the grand reveal of the new garden space. This opened up so much of space here. Goodness, this plant had just taken over everything. It looks good when it's so full. Oh, this cactus, goodness, it's always getting me. No, God. While I'm working, I need to take it out. I hope I got all the thorns. Got into my finger. I have a gara here. You can't see, you can just see a stem of it. I'm going to keep that. Maybe I'll give it a trim. Yeah, I'm going to keep the gara because I want that airy flowers to be here. And I'm going to use this fetch koi that's currently here. Cut it and reset it. Whew, let me show you what it looks like. That's so much better. What a big lot it was. Yeah. What a lot. I'll cut this right out. I need to get to the right to the bottom of it and get this, because the stems are so thick. Stems are so thick. Alright, I got out that whole plant, and you can see how much of grass and stuff gets in here, and it's just held in with that plant. Oh, that thing was so hard, it actually bruised me when I tried to pull out the thick stems. But yeah, now that's a big space there. I'm gonna take that one out too. And I was hoping to, you know, use one of these lovely rocks here. As you can see, this rock was covered up. Couldn't even see it here because of that plant. So I was trying to get this rock and use it on the other side, because I'm short of rocks. And if I do something here in the center, then I won't need this rock. And I'm gonna plant this chalk sticks and this pink. It's a sedum Frederico Baldi or something. I'll put the name on the screen. But look how pink it gets in winter. And it's got a blue and a pink, so that's why I'll reuse it. I just need to cut it back. This one's also gone so leggy. I'll cut it and reset it on this whole curve. I'll leave the gara here to be floaty. And I want to put something in the center, as I said. So if I get something to place here, I'll just level this, clean up all this dirt. And yeah, it'll look so lovely to have something like, it's sometimes good to have some garden art instead of only plants, and that's why I want to put something here in the center space. So I'll just cut out all these and just reset them and pull the root out. So much of color it's got for winter. You can't even see the stones anymore. That's how much debris there's here. All those leaves that fall here, it's just covered up this entire space, so you can't even see the rocks. That's why. Oh, these birds. Yeah, you can't even see the rocks that are here, so that's why I want to steal one of the rocks from here and put it on the other side so it can be enjoyed. All right, the birds want to join in. Right, I'll just pull out these big stems now. It's good that they're not hard. These ones are not as hard. It's been 2 years, and you can see how much of growth has happened in this 2 years. These are so cute here. This Bronze Delight, what is it? Vera Higgins, so adorable. I might leave that there for now. But I want to steal this rock. Ah, goodness. Let me see. Okay, so that's a bit cleaner. So I've cut them all and put them on the side here. I'm going to reuse that down all around here. And this is the rock I want to take out. It's very flat, but it's so pretty. I'm going to try and dig it out. I'm going to try and dig that out. And maybe look for a smaller one to put there. Yeah, so I'm going to just put this down and get to digging. There we go. It's such a lovely rock. Wasn't too hard to get out. Yeah, I'm gonna take it out. Keep it aside. I've got a substitute rock here. Yeah, that looks good. I'll angle it there. I need to fill some soil. Let me check here. It's not hard to work here. There's hardly any space. Okay, that rock. I'll do it here. I'll leave this here. Yeah, okay. Let me show you. There's, I've put that rock in place, and you can see I've taken out that whole space. I've just shoved in some. There's the rock there, a beautiful rock. So I put this smaller rock, and I'm going to fill soil there. Just shove some leaves in there. But now I have that center space to put something in there. I'm going to start planting. I plan on planting this elegance right here in front of this Gara. So be a whole round patch of it. And then I'll alternate that sedum there. It's a Cryptosedum, the pink one there. And I've got some chalk sticks here that I'm going to plant on this side. So it makes a nice curve, and then I'll have to decide what I can do in the center there, because I do have a piece of driftwood. Not driftwood, what you call, oh, let me see, look, this big, oh, it's gone. Anyway, I got a piece of railway sleeper that I want to do something with it. So let me neaten this up and I'll show you how it looks. I added some soil here around this rock. But I don't need to worry, I'm not going to plant there now. I just need to plant here in the front and sort this out. Yeah, this one is getting so wet. This Echeveria elegans. It's so big, I want to use it in the front. But I need to reposition all of these, I think. I can't even move here. There's no space because the other bed is right behind. Maybe I'll go here on this side. And you can't see anything that I'm doing. It's my... Yeah, I had to take it out and reset them because I wanted this big one in the center. I think that's the center. Yeah, it looks like the center. Then all these small ones. Oh, they got so much babies. This Echeveria elegans is so fast growing. That's why I like it, and it looks so cute. Take out all this dried leaves. Oh, the bottom leaves are so wet and rotten because of this rain. Now it looks like it's going to come down again. I better get on from here. Be quick. yeah, that's about how many I've got here. Anyway, let's see. I'll put these small ones here. I should put this in the corner. Put these here. Oh, there's one more. Yeah, maybe I'll put it here. This tiny baby. Right, so that's how I've just positioned them. They didn't look centered. Oh, that's loose. Alright, yeah, they'll be fine. But they look center. Right, now it's going to start raining. I have to hustle here and plant the rest quickly. Okay, I planted up the pink. That sedum. Oh, look how cute it looks. Such a bright pink. The rain hasn't come yet. Now the sun wants to peek out. So I still managed to do that. And I can plant this blue chalk sticks here now. But you can see how cute that mass planting looks. Planting all done. This two colors seem very similar now, but that's okay. This will get a blue-green when it gets out of winter. But that's not what I'm worried about. It's got the curve. That's what I wanted, this whole curve on this bed. I might need to add a few more elegance here, I think. But yeah, so I've got that spots ready now. Let me go and see what I can put in the center. From this angle, you can see all that color. Yeah, and when I add something in the center, it'll look so cute. There's this heart. This heart, well, actually it was a piece of edging, or I had used it in the garden as edging, and then I pulled it out from the front garden and I made it into this heart shape, and I used it. I planted stuff in it one of the years, and now I did say I want to make a project with it, and I want to use it as a feature, you know, in that middle garden bed. But you can see how this thing has deteriorated. It's really rusted. So it looks like cotton steel, but it's just a garden edging, and it's rusted over time. So I'm worried that it might break, because you can see it's so corroded, it might just fall apart. So the plan is I want to mount this on a piece of wood, and I have this don't mind the soil here. So I have this railway sleeper that's so beautiful. It's aged so nicely, and I'll use it to put things on, stuff like that outside. But I want to mount it here, and I don't know how, if that's going to be possible. This piece of wood is so heavy, which is good because it's it's a sturdy base to mount it. So the plan is to mount it here. So I have this heart sitting here, but I don't know how to do that now. How would I do that? Yes, I need to find a way, because this is open, it's not a solid heart. I need to join this, because this is ideally the part that needs to be on the edge of the wood, and that heart will stand out. So lovely. So lovely. Oh, let me do a test. My heart might open up. Oh, that'll be so good if it if it works. But yeah, you can see heart is not stable. It's gonna collapse. If it's down, it's okay because it's got, it's just lying down. But obviously, it can't support itself. So I don't know how. I'll have to brace it, like something's got to hold all sides of it firm so it keeps the shape. It doesn't fall down. Now it might need to cut into this. Let me try. See how it goes. So unfortunately, this heart is not going to work. We tried so many options, but it's just not. That metal is too weak. So we tried to, various options, and I thought if we use this bracket, right, at the end to just sort of I don't know, I can't get the bracket to be on an angle like that, because ideally I needed this to hold like that and then have the tip on the wood. But that wasn't good enough, because then if I did that, I needed to have another piece, like sort of another bracket joining from there onto the wood to keep that. But the issue was, besides that, the whole issue with putting anything in is, because this is so compromised, we can't even screw into it. This, as I said, it's just wanting to fall apart. Like the rust is so bad that it's not even going to hold it. And it's, every time we try to screw something here, it's going to break away. And this whole thing will break on whichever portion that we screw into. But the other issue is, this has no this heart has no strength, so we can't. It needs to be braced, and if it needs to be braced, then it's pointless, because the whole idea was to have a clear heart like this, with no bracing supports going through it, crisscrossing it or anything like that. I just wanted the clean heart with the railway sleeper in the bottom, and it will look so pretty. But so that's a bust. I even thought we'd use this frame. I had this old frame, and I thought we could like sort of have the heart inside, but then the heart is so big and this frame is so tiny. So that's a no-go. I think I'll just put my railway sleeper there, and I might have to just get something else. I do have... Excuse all this soil. My neighbor gave me so much of soil since they are moving away. Yes, I got this. Then I need to dig it in here as well. But let me see how that looks. Not as big. It's really a small piece of art. I wanted something quite big, so that, let's see that there. So cute, but it's also too big for this frame. Anyway, this art is so pretty. I'll just have to. It looks so good against this driftwood, though. Let me see. Oh, it looks so cute. Oh, it's such a pretty feature, but I don't want to use up my driftwood just like that. I wanted it as a base. Right, so let me, I might just put something else that I have. I do have a fairy that I keep on the side of the house, so I might maybe put that fairy on top here. Just sit on this driftwood and put that in the center of the garden bed there as a feature. That'll be different because I got no fairies in the garden. Let me try that. Right, I brought the fairy. She's an outdoor fairy. It had a solar light that stopped working years ago. And yeah, she's just a fairy now. But that could work. Yeah. I don't know if it will be noticeable. I do have a cotton steel for the back garden. I'll see if I can cut a piece of it maybe and make a smaller heart, and if that holds steady, then I'll yeah, let me see how I'll have to make the heart a different sort of a shape. Maybe instead of having the join here at the bottom, I might make a heart with the join on the top. So the two pieces there are the joining point. Because I even thought I'd make this heart like sort of, you know, oblong kind of heart to rest on its side like that. But this one doesn't have any, this one is not viable. This metal is too weak. It'll just collapse on itself, whichever angle I try to put it. So let me see if I can cut a piece of the cotton steel from the back garden. Right, I brought this post. It was a leftover from our fencing, and I thought maybe I can put this post and then put this rust on top. I don't know how that would look. That could look good. It's got much more height than the railway sleeper. Another option, because this, yeah, let me think on it. Or if I put it down on the wood so you can notice the print better and the pattern stands out, maybe like there. And then I can just bury a bit of it into the ground. Yeah, that looks like it might work. Okay, I decided to use this, but you'll notice that it's a bit different. That's because I actually had two styles, and that was on top there. So I swapped it. I used the one that I had. I put that on the wall up there, and then I used the one that was on the wall on this board, and I just knocked in two little nails in there because this seemed better. Put that there. Yeah, look, that's got more patterning on this. It's got much more flowers than the other one on the wall. So I think this is what I would, nearly fall down. I'll put this in the center, in the front, as a centerpiece in that garden. Right, I put that flower onto a piece of wood, on the other black piece of wood, and I didn't like the way it looked. And then I went and got this cotton steel and cut a bit of it out and made a circle. I think the circle is much more easier to work with, and it's a firmer piece, so it can hold its shape. And then I put the flowers in the center on the sleeper. So this is what it's looking like, and I'm happy with it. It's giving, and it's got a bit of a statement. The other one didn't look like anything was there. It was so weak. It was so tiny. It didn't have an impact. Oh, so lovely it looks from here as well. And you can just notice the rust. So I am really liking that. Yeah, now that's a big piece of art in the center of that. So I hope you like this little makeover in this front here. When the flowers grow, it will look so much better. And grow a lot around the sleeper. I'll add stuff, but that's the effect I wanted, and that round looks so lovely. So I hope you like that. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back in the garden next week. Bye.